Alright, the first lettering style or technique that you're going to learn is script, which is like a cursive lettering. Script or like cursive is going to be like your bread and butter. That's going to be majority of the lettering style and technique that you'll be doing on an everyday level. For t-shirts, for hats, even works for automotive, murals, anything. Script is the most simplest but difficult lettering technique to learn. So what I'm going to do first is just kind of walk you through on a basic, some guidelines on what it takes to do script. You want to go ahead and put some two horizontal lines first. You're going to put one more at the top. And then you want to go ahead and start putting some vertical lines. Now these guidelines are what you're going to use to basically space out your script. These are the guidelines you're going to use to make sure that everything's at a nice italic. And these are the guidelines that you're going to use just to make sure that everything is the same height and the same width. So for instance, we're going to do a quick name so I can run you through on how these guidelines are used the right way. So we got the name Sandy. The top line is used for your capitals. The middle one is used to for your height as far as your lowercase ones, and the small and the lower one or the bottom line is to be able to show that your letters are straight. So you basically want to use this technique right here to practice your script. Now with the script, one of the main things is the thick and the thin aspect of it. Knowing how to be able to do some of the basic airbrush techniques like rat tails, which is this technique, will definitely help you to get your script up and clean and very impressive to customers. So, you know, with this technique right here and these basic guidelines, you should be able to practice your script. Another thing with script is to be able to make sure that everything is unified. You got a unified width, you know, all the way around, and you got a unified distance all the way around. So if you notice, my distance in between are similar. As far as my letters, I have an italic slant. If you can see, all of my letters are positioned at a nice slanted angle. They're straight. The smaller case ones all are straight and lined up, and the higher case ones are all lined up at the top. I want to show you how to be able to do like a drop shadow with your script. And basically all this is overlapping your basic design from the right or to the left, depending on where you want the light source to be coming from. I'm going to go ahead and do one more for you, a smaller one, so you can kind of get an idea with some speed how you can be able to use script. Now as you see, I just did it a little bit smaller. Everything is still unified. So I took basically the guidelines that I've been practicing on through the years, and automatically I've added the italics, the straightness of the lower letters, the straightness of the middle letters, and the straightness of the top letters. So script is what you basically want to practice on right away. You want to be able to focus in on putting these guidelines in and taking your time and practicing your script. It's not all about speed. You know, to be able to do script really fast, you have to practice slow. So remember that. Take your time, build up your script. Build up your own lettering style, your own lettering technique. No matter if you're doing a fancy script or you want to do something a little bit more simpler. Whatever works for you, you want to focus in on that. Take your time and practice.